Is President Trump now the undisputed kingmaker of the Republican Party? And will his iron grip on the base cost the GOP crucial Senate seats? We're diving deep into a fiery Texas runoff that has the entire nation watching, a contest where loyalty to Trump has become the ultimate litmus test. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. The stage is set in Texas for a massive political showdown, a Republican Senate runoff where Donald Trump has thrown his considerable weight behind Attorney General Ken Paxton, labeling incumbent Senator John Cornyn as very disloyal. This isn't just any race, it's a stark demonstration of Trump's continued power within the GOP, a test of his endorsements in nomination contests. Paxton, a staunch Trump ally and a self-proclaimed MAGA firebrand, is facing off against Cornyn, a longtime GOP senator, in a battle that's both expensive and explosive. The winner of this runoff will face a formidable opponent in the general election, rising Democratic Star State Representative James Tallarico. Tallarico already made waves by defeating progressive champion Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, a vocal Trump critic, in the March primary. Now, he's aiming to make history as the first Democrat in nearly 4 decades to win a Senate seat in Texas, a state long considered a Republican stronghold. This race is one of a handful that could very well decide whether Republicans maintain their razor-thin majority in the Senate. But the Senate race isn't the only high-profile contest on the ballot. Texas voters are also deciding Democratic and Republican runoffs for Attorney General and grappling with crucial primary battles for 4 U.S. House seats. Among them, a particularly contentious Democratic runoff in the 35th Congressional District, where one candidate's controversial proposal to convert an ICE detention center into a prison for American supporters of Israel, complete with a castration facility, has sent shockwaves through the political landscape. This isn't the first time Trump has flexed his political muscle against perceived Republican critics. Just weeks ago, he celebrated the purging of 5 state senators in Indiana who opposed his redistricting efforts. Before that, he played a role in ousting Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, who had voted to convict Trump in his second impeachment trial. And just last week, Trump backed a challenger to Congressman Tom Massie of Kentucky, a vocal GOP critic. Now, his focus is squarely on Texas, endorsing Paxton after a period of public neutrality in the race. Trump's social media pronouncements have been clear. Ken Paxton is a true MAGA warrior who has always delivered for Texas. The dynamic between Cornyn and Paxton is stark. Trump, while acknowledging Cornyn is a good man with whom he worked well, has criticized the senator for not being supportive enough during tough times, specifically referencing his initial hesitation to back Trump's presidential run in 2016 and again in 2020. Cornyn, in his defense, points to his long working relationship with Trump, stating they've worked closely for both terms of his presidency and that Trump has called him a friend. Paxton, however, paints a different picture, accusing Cornyn of fighting Trump on border issues and the border wall, and even opposing Trump's re-election efforts. He argues that Cornyn is fundamentally not a pro-Trump figure, highlighting a vast difference between the two Republicans. Cornyn pushes back, asserting his alignment with Trump on nearly 99.3% of issues and emphasizing that Texans, as independent voters, will ultimately make their choice. Yet, Paxton's candidacy is shadowed by significant scandals and legal challenges. He was impeached by the Texas House of Representatives, though acquitted by the state Senate, and is currently navigating a highly publicized and messy divorce. Cornyn and his supporters, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and the National Republican Senatorial Committee, warn that a Paxton nomination would force the party to spend millions to defend the seat, potentially harming down-ballot Republicans. Cornyn fears Paxton's scandals will be a significant liability with independent voters. He also points to Tallarico's impressive 20-seat Dola's million fundraising haul as evidence that a Paxton nomination would unleash a tsunami of Democratic funds. Conversely, Cornyn believes his own nomination would allow Republicans to defend the seat more effectively, emphasizing his past victories and ability to defeat far-left candidates like Tallarico. Beyond the Senate race, The Texas AG contest features a heated GOP runoff between Congressman Chip Roy and State Senator Mays Middleton. Middleton, a self-funder, is battling Roy, who has received significant backing from major donors. Roy, with his background as a former Texas Assistant Attorney General, highlights his courtroom experience, while Middleton questions Roy's conservative credentials, accusing him of fighting Trump. Roy, in turn, defends his record as a supporter of the America First and MAGA agendas, while also asserting his independence. The controversy in the 35th Congressional District continues to simmer. Democratic leaders are condemning Maureen Galindo's extreme social media posts, while backing her rival, Bexar County Sheriff's Deputy Johnny Garcia, who is running as a moderate. Even figures like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez are supporting Garcia. This Texas runoff is more than just a state-level election, it's a microcosm of the national political landscape, a battleground for the soul of the Republican Party and a critical test of Donald Trump's enduring influence. What will be the ultimate consequence of Trump's intervention in this key Senate race? So what do you think about this? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a pivotal moment for the Republican Party, and the decisions made in Texas will echo across the nation. We'll be here every step of the way to break it all down.